On the rolling prairies of western North Dakota, the Hovde Ranch covers more than 6,000 acres and is unusually diversified for the area. Lynn and Patti Hovde care for 170 Black Angus cow-calf pairs, as many as 950 head in their feedlot, and grow a variety of crops.
Our operation was started by my grandfather, who homesteaded in approximately 1908, and continued on by my father. It gives a guy a real nice feeling that you've been able to continue something that was started 100 years ago and build upon the strengths of an operation that was started then.
Living on the farm is the best way of life you can get. I love the beautiful scenery we have and being able to work with my husband side by side with him.
Lynn and Patti work together each day on the ranch. After a few years away, their son Nathan and his wife Kristi have returned to help carry on the 100-year family tradition.
It just shows the sustainability of the operation that the generations before have put out for us, and I'd like to continue the way it's going.
They try really hard to conserve the land with the farming and just try and make everything a little bit better so in time that it pays off.
Stewardship is always considered in any decision we make because it will affect us in the long term if we choose to ignore it.
One major project on the ranch has had far-reaching benefits. In the late 1970s, Lynn worked with NRCS to build a dam to create a pond for irrigation water. Later, when adding the feedlot, he again worked with NRCS to design a system that allows the pond to also serve the feedlot.
Got a large holding pond and a grass buffer zone. Everything drains into that, and it's all contained down there. That's why the design is set up like it is, so it can all be contained in one area, and so there is no runoff and affecting groundwater or anything like that.
Since that facility was built, all sorts of waterfowl and stuff have habitated it. You know, the geese, the ducks, occasionally some pelicans will stop by for a visit, and you know, none of that was seen prior to the construction of the facility.
It's just kind of a complete system that benefits his operation and wildlife and the environment.
With average rainfall of just 14 inches per year, the Hovdes carefully manage their grasslands with cross-fencing and rotational grazing. For wheat and other crops, they've switched to no-till to help protect the soil.
What we've seen here is the soil health has improved, the organic matter keeps increasing, it has a better water holding capacity, the moisture, you got a better start in the crops. In the spring going into no-till, you're conserving the water that is out there for what little bit we get.
Another key effort is developing water resources in their pastures. One recent project redeveloped a flowing spring to provide water for cattle and wildlife.
There had been an old spring there at one time, so we sought the advice of NRCS and their technical assistance in developing it, you know, along with the surface management people from the State Land Department. Turned out to be a very excellent spring. You know, we're actually very proud of it.
From protecting water resources to planting trees and carefully managing their cattle, the Hovdes know well that the practices they put in place today will affect generations to come.
Stewardship is taking care of the land you're entrusted with, you know, while you are in care of it.
Lynn has always been interested in new technology, how we can do things better to improve what we have.
I'm proud of the cow herd we've been able to develop, and I'm also proud of the history that we have, you know, on my grandfather's homestead.